symbols and it brings me to who it is. But I know it's a common name, but I get the name Robert. And I do feel like, and this person could be alive. Sometimes for me, I'll describe someone who's alive and it's their person. But I would say between 60 and 70. And he keeps talking about glasses, and he might be a doctor because he shows me Dr. Pepper, or maybe it's something with Dr. Pepper. But there's something about the glasses. It's a really big deal. Robert, Bob, and then the number 20 does come up. I know it was the number we had earlier, so it could be like someone's 20 years old, something's on the 20th of the month. But yeah, I can almost see this late 60, early 70 guy, Robert, glasses, and something with Dr. Pepper to start. Now, they could be living too, because for me, I usually don't get that type of detail. Usually I'll get the name, but I won't see somebody. So does anyone understand who this possibly could be? And then I got some more stuff that I'll share with you. But he keeps talking about his glasses. So he either had to keep them meticulous, or you have them, or there's something about them. And it could be an R name like Robert. It doesn't have to be Robert or Bob. If you resonate with like some of the other stuff. And raise your hand if you are, and I can unmute you, or you can unmute yourself. What do you got?
My mother that just passed away, her husband's name, my stepdad at 30, Robert.
Your stepdad's Robert?
And glasses, we kept saying whether or not we was going to bury mom with her glasses on or not. And you were drinking Dr. Pepper with his dinner tonight. And then you kept saying the H name of Heath. Heath is the funeral director.
Really? Do you understand and sorry for the loss of your mom, by the way, I know it was recent. Do you understand the pounding thing then, or if you don't?
No. That is, no.
I felt that was her. And what'd you say about the Dr. Pepper?
That's what they were drinking with our dinner tonight. They had brought Dr. Pepper over.
For real?
They come to the house to eat dinner tonight. We've been having dinners every night since mom's passing. And it was just what they had brought in the door. And just,
okay.
Yeah, usually it was just weird that they had actually brought Dr. Pepper in.
Okay, so Dr. Pepper, Robert is your stepfather's name, which is her husband. And what did you say about the glasses again?
When we were doing the funeral arrangements, we was trying to figure out whether or not to bury mom with her glasses or not. Like okay. It was a big.
Yeah, whatever you did, I feel like two people had very extreme decisions, but whatever happened, it would have been okay either way, actually. So I don't know what you decided, but I feel like different people had way extreme, very strong, different decisions.
Yeah, my sister's kind of was completely different on things that I wanted than they wanted. Yeah.
Oh, she's going fast here. This is crazy. Who's in the military? Was it Robert who was in the military?
No. My wife lost a cousin sudden, and that's when he was talking about the last one, a muscular build guy. He was a sergeant in the Army, and he got killed on a motorcycle. He was 22.
Now, did she? Who is that? One of your wife's?
My wife's cousin Curtis was close to us. Yeah. Okay. So piggyback with some of the stuff off of the previous one, but
and there is someone else in the military that she's also there with. So there is another person, maybe father, grandfather. It feels like pretty close.
Grandpa wasn't there. Grandma was she? His dad was. Yeah. My dad was.
And then
his brother died the same day she did, and he was in the Army.
Okay. I'm sorry for your loss as well. Pink. I got to talk about the pink flower, the pink carnation, the pink rose. Very strong.
There's pink roses. There was a pink carnation that Grandma asked me to put in the casket. One of the things she told me to pull and put in there. And Grandma has a hard time getting up and down, and she made sure that I put it in there for her, and I slid it down in there for her.
Wow. And your grandma's still alive?
She's actually sitting right.
Oh, let me see her. Can I see her? Can we say hi?
She's waiting.
Hi, Grandma. Oh my gosh. Hi, Grandma. Oh, that's how my grandma used to sit in her chair like that. That's amazing. And that's the pink carnation. That's great. There's a feeling of pride for you, Tim, and a kind of a similar, like a piggyback message of being proud of you, but also having you need to give yourself more credit for the things you do for your family and also your work. I don't know what you do with work, but I feel like you work hard, like physically. What do you do for work?
Camper repair technician. Yeah, we
okay. I get emotional thinking about it because she's like almost like this man needs to give himself credit for being the family you know, the man that you are, but also doing the work that you do, but also caring for your family and your mom. And she shows me Wrigley bubble gum or Wrigley gum. So it's either something with Chicago or twins. Sometimes that can mean twin, like Wrigley double mint. But what's up with a Wrigley gum? I could see the piece of gum, Wrigley.
That died at birth.
Say again.
Dad had a twin brother that died at birth.
Robert?
He had a twin brother that died at birth.
Robert did?
Yes.
That's not it. It's something with gum. It's something with like a stick of gum.
The girl just got these gum cigars the other day because our friend's got a baby coming, and they like had a bunch of these bubble gum cigars they're chewing on. But that's about the only thing I could think of.
Whose baby is it? So that might be the baby I was picking up on. Whose baby is that?
Her cousin, but my sister 2 months before that had a baby that was stillborn.
Okay, so it's multiple miscarriage. Okay, this is where. I'm sorry for your losses. It sounds like you've been through a lot. The gum thing is a little the message behind the gum is more of a feeling from her perspective, and I'll share why she's saying it this way, is that everything is the way it is, or so it is. So there might be a verse or a tattoo that someone says, and so it is, or it is the way it is, like a goosebumps. So there's someone saying about it is what it is kind of thing. And I feel like from her perspective, there's a understanding of you accepting her passing, the daughter accepting the loss of the child. And I know it's a lot of tough things to say, but the other passing with a twin, it's all part of God's plan. It's all divine. It's all perfect. And even though we think all these things like, how in the world could a God do all this? It's all perfect. And the reason she's wording it that way is, and I don't want to, this is a very specific thing. Was your mom not someone of faith? Not someone who was really big into religion or the Bible?
Always went to church and stuff, but I mean, she always believed in God, and she always had her own beliefs, but she wasn't a person that was in church every Sunday now.
Okay. So it's almost as if like I worded it that way to say like, oh my gosh, even though I wasn't so, believing of all this stuff, the spiritual stuff, I do now, son. You were with her a lot before she passed?
Yeah, we were with her the night that she passed, and I was with her the Sunday before. She was in the ICU.
She's making me feel like someone in the military was coming for her. She had some, out of body kind of stuff. These military people that we're talking about, multiple of them, I would say multiple people in uniform were there to greet her, and she was ready. She kind of, and I don't know if she was funny, but she's almost being like, not inappropriately funny, but like, I was ready even though you weren't. I was ready even though you weren't ready to let me go. And who's Tracy, or the T name like Tracy or Teresa?
Tiffany is my sister, and I'm Timothy. So.
Oh, okay. So here's an example for everyone here, and part of the reason I do this is to help educate you. If I get the T name and I know your name is Tim, there must be another T. So your sister's Tiffany, and what I say, Teresa, or okay,
Tracy.
Has your relationship been pretty dynamic with your sister over the years?
To say the least.
Is it safe to say that you guys were pretty civil overall? Besides some little things with mom as a transition?
Civil for her, yeah. Yeah.
She just says to me, she said, keep being you, because I think you guys are very different in a lot of your ways, but just keep being you and don't worry about her being her. Let her be her, you be you, and that's okay. Where does the 3 birthdays come in? There's either a March birthday or 3 birthdays in a row, or like within a week of each other.
So my stepdad's birthday is March the 12th.
3 birthdays in a row. Dalton.
Well, my mom's was August 9th. Mine was September 3rd. My wife's is September 24th. I mean, we all have a bunch of birthdays. You're saying like 3 days in a row?
No, it's got to be with 3 within a week, or the 3rd, or the month of March.
My birthday is September 3rd.
Oh, you're the 3rd.
I was put in the hospital on my birthday.
Really? She's kind of joking again, like, what a gift, huh? Like, what a gift. You got to see. Now, Robert, she's talking about Robert again. Is he with you, or is he like.
Yeah, he's here.
Is that her husband? Is he the beer drinker, or who drinks the beer?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? Sorry for your loss, man.
Drinking beer. She got all cheese for 2.
But she didn't like him chewing tobacco either.
She what?
Didn't like him chewing tobacco either. She made him promise.
Are you open? Listen, this is I keep trying to block her from saying this, but I gotta say, are you open for me to say anything?
Hang off in this.
Are you sure? I need a yes from Robert. Oh, so he's the Robert. That's the name that she brought through right away. That's amazing. Okay, so what's up with the nipples? It's something about the nipples. I don't know if she used to grab your nipple or something with the nipples, but I kept saying, I'm not going to say nipples. I don't want to say this. There's something funny or like sexual, I don't know, with the nipples. Do you like, I mean, I had to say it. You know what it is? You don't have to say it. Did she like grab your nipple or like?
I don't know what that was.
Robert, I mean, I kept blocking it because I don't, nothing really good that good can come from it. I don't know. Maybe it's a private thing. I don't know, but there's something about the nipples. Maybe something with, but I would say something about the baby nipples, but it feels pretty funny. Do you understand this at all? If you don't, it's okay. But what'd she say?
Her boobs is hanging out the hospital and we cover them up.
Oh, so now would she be someone to joke about it, even though it wasn't a funny thing to you guys?
So I do know, like, that me and Bobby was in the room with them, and they come in and said that they were going to expose her, and I walked out, like, as a effect. But
this is important because the way it feels to me is kind of funny. And when your mom's passing and your wife is passing, it's not funny. But would she be someone to kind of make light of something now that she's in a better place and say, guys, like, I'm okay with this now? Even though it's hard for you, I could imagine, like, it's a hard thing to watch, but she's making fun of it so that you can kind of accept, kind of like what happened. Do you understand that? I mean, I don't want to make it fit if it doesn't, but if that was something like in a human being, like, that's got to be really tough. Like, they're hanging out, she's not having a rough time, they're going to cover her. My mom's passing, my wife's passing. That's sad, but she's making it like fun and funny, and it's okay. They covered me. We're moving on. I'm in a great place. And now she talks about the pig or the bacon, which either means I have to talk about a cop or oh, my dad's here. Here's a fruit fly. It usually happens about, what are we, an hour in? Sure enough. Pig, which is usually a cop, or something to do with bacon or a pig roast.
okay, so Bobby Cottrell was my my cousin Gwen that she had passed. It was her husband, and of all people, it was a security guard at the hospital that night. It was him that was there and made sure that we got up into the waiting area because they didn't want anybody in there with all the COVID stuff. And he made sure that we was able to get in there to be able to be with her and see her.
His name, what was his name?
Cottrell. Yep, but he's always been a police officer, and then he was a security guard for the hospital. Just happened to be working where she was at.
A good family friend or a good friend?
Part of the family, so
She's making me feel like she made that happen. So that also means, just so you know, and this is very important, she had left physically, her soul left before anything that you saw that maybe you think caused her pain. There was an easy transition. In fact, I would even tell you that she was like, oh, wow, that's me. And there's my family. And I feel great. And then, and I got goosebumps. Oh, my gosh. I don't know if you can see them. But it's almost like she wants to let everyone know there was no pain. And thank you for being there for me. She's also playing me either Elvis or some type of classical music that you played for her or sang to her when she was in there.
there was a
Lauren Daigle.
Lauren Daigle CD that was playing when she passed. Yeah,
Who's that? Is that like 60s, 50s, 70s?
contemporary artist.
Is that what year? What range year is it?
Newer.
Maybe.
So why do I get like Elvis or some type of like jailhouse rock or something like a little bit more bluesy 60s kind of stuff? Did anybody play, or is there anything with Elvis with her?
No.
I can almost hear that song Jailhouse Rock.
That sounds like, honestly, my my babysitter growing up, her husband had just passed recently, and he was a huge Elvis fan. But that's one.
There's someone else who's passed recently is a big Elvis fan.
Adams, he was my babysitter's husband growing up, and we were all close family friends, and he was a huge Elvis fan. But
Is he the smoker? Is he the smoker?
No.
Who's the one that showed me a whole pack of cigarettes, like a full pack?
She used to smoke a long time ago, but Dad
No.
smoked over, but he's still alive.
Okay, so here's where we get a breaking point. I have to figure out if. No, I think Elvis is. No, we're still with Mom. We never left Mom. There's something with Elvis with Mom, or the Jailhouse Rock, or something like that. You may find that someone played that for her or something. But you know what? Let me get away from specifics. Even if you played her music, which not everyone does, there's a thank you before it, but you're going to find something with Elvis with that too. That may be even her way to let the person know that she's with them too, because I also feel like she knows whoever that babysitter's husband person was. So there's like almost like a connection to there. But then there's a smoker. When I see this whole pack of cigarettes, it's a full big pack of cigarettes. Who's was a big time smoker, like a pack a day?
I have to be my dad.
But he's still here. And who's the F name, like Frank or Fred?
F name like Frank or Fred, Granny. F name like Frank or Fred. Flick. My grandpa, they called him Flick. He smoked all the time until he had a heart attack.
Oh, is he passed?
Yeah.
I'm sorry for your loss. So the smoker was called Frick?
Flick. F-L-I-C-K. His name was Roger, but everybody called him.
He's coming through very, I'm here. I want to say hi. Not warm and fuzzy, just I'm here. I want to let you guys know I'm here kind of thing. Very proud, but not man of many words. But when I do talk, you're going to hear me kind of guy.
Yeah.
Was that Grandpa Flick or whatever? Okay, the smoker guy? Okay.
Yeah.
He's showing me a lot of tchotchke stuff, like little trinkets and things. So I don't know if he collected something or whatever, but I see a lot of stuff. So, and who's Jan or Janet or Janice?
That's my mom's sister.
His mom's sister's name is Janice.
His mom's sister. Robert's mom's sister?
Yeah.
Robert,
Yeah.
Pat?
She died of cancer.
Okay, so she's here too. I'm sorry for your loss, but she had a hell of a life, she says. Like I don't know if she partied or had fun or traveled, but it feels like she got it all in. You understand that about Aunt Jan?
Probably something.
Yeah.
She like got it all in. She was like, she did her thing. She enjoyed life. She had an experience. It's important. And I would even say she lived pretty long.
She was probably in her 50s when she died.
Oh, only 50? Well, then she got a lot in those 50 years, she's telling me then, because does anyone else know her besides you, Robert? Janice?
I don't know Jan or Janice or nothing, no.
Okay, what did you say your aunt's name was, Robert?
Janice.
Okay, so does that make sense that even though she passed young, that she got a lot in? Hey, Robert, whose ring do you have? You have someone's.
Charles' neck.
Stop. Whose is that?
Just passed.
That's my mom's ring.
Shut up. Okay. Why is your mom showing me a zebra?
A zebra?
Freaking zebra. Yep. I have no idea. I instantly saw a zebra.
I don't know what a zebra would be.
You know, Robert, what's a zebra? Did you guys travel somewhere where there's zebras or something?
No, I mean, outside of the zoo, it wouldn't be a.
Here's the only thing it could be is fruit stripe gum. Remember how they have the zebra on there? There must be something with gum we're missing. That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, how could you connect with a zebra? Do you understand something with gum with your wife? Did you give her gum, or was gum her thing? Did you find gum after? Because you know they have the zebra on the fruit stripe thing. That's the only thing I could think of why I've seen that, and I saw the Wrigley, so we might have missed the gum thing. Did you get?
Mine knows Morgan steals gum out of it.
Hey, Morgan, our granddaughter, steals gum out of her purse all the time.
She spills gum out of her purse. You said?
Or gum all the time out of her purse.
No, this has to do with your mom and your wife. With I don't even know her. What's your mom's name, Tim?
Natalie.
Natalie. It's something to do with her. Did you give her gum when she was in the hospital, or did she always have gum? Or there's something with the gum, or someone found her gum.
Dry.
Her gums were dry while she was in the hospital. She kept talking about her gums being dry, but not gum. Like
her gums were. Oh well, hold on. Gums were dry.
Yeah, because she was mad because they couldn't food.
And did we try everything to try to fix it, but we just couldn't do it?
Yeah, they kept on swabbing her mouth and stuff and trying to get it out.
So it's a two-part message. Now, the skeptic would be like, "Oh, you talked about a zebra and Wrigley." it's gum, it's the gums, and the message behind it is, thank you guys for taking care of me, because I think there was a team of people who were there for her, and I almost think like the team was just a team. She keeps talking about the team. Do you understand this? Yes.
A little bit.
Well, I feel like there were a lot of people helping out. And then the other thing is to remind you that there was no suffering on her part, even though it may have looked that way. Also, I feel it must have been pretty quick, obviously September 3rd to whatever it was. But it makes me feel like she's very happy and content with where she is. And I think part of you knows that, Tim, even though you miss her.
Right. Yeah.
Why is she circling January, the month of January? Did you get married in January? I know it's a weird month to get married, no offense. What's that? I think this is for Robert.
Oh, no, I can't think of nothing in January.
What was your aunt's name again?
Janice,
Did your mom know her?
my mom's sister.
Oh, your mom is passed. Is your mom passed too, or is she here?
Mom's still here.
Mom's still here. Is that the one over in the chair?
No.
Okay. So why Jan? Why Jan again? So Jan is your aunt. Mom's still here. So maybe Jan has something for your mom. There's something with the gum. The gum is a piggyback. There's something with gum with your aunt and your mom. They had a gum thing, because I keep seeing like all this different kind of gum. So, and this is an example of piggybacking. The message is for the gum for your mom, with the gums and taking care of her and helping out. But there's also something with your aunt and your mom, which I would talk to your mom about, with the gum with Jan. So I had to go back to Jan and talk about the gum. You may not know it. You'll connect it later. Also, the flick, that's your grandfather.
Yeah.
Everyone's like kind of vying for their time. Please know, and again, when they show me a cane, that is the symbol for, I don't want you to remember me how I looked before I passed, because I'm even better now. Who's the bowler? Who's got their own bowling ball?
Grandpa had his leg taken off before he passed.
Oh, really?
Pain. Yeah.
Who's got the bowling ball? Who's the bowler?
He's got a bowling ball. She used to bowl.
Your mom?
Yeah.
You still have the ball?
It's at her house. Yeah.
So you haven't really gone through a lot of the stuff yet, or there's still things to go through. Okay. She makes, I don't know if mom was calming in life, but she's making me feel like, don't worry about it. It'll happen when it needs to happen. It'll all work out. There's financial things that need to get decided. A lot of financial things. There's stuff. There's houses. It'll all work out. And Tim, she's telling me you're like me, and that you have to have everything all set before you can like feel comfortable. Just let this play out, because it's all going to be good for everyone, but it might take a little while. Also, who's going to California or lives in the West Coast or in California?
My dad just got test results back from California. It's the only place in the country that could do his test results for Crohn's disease and some other things, and they weren't good results. And he told me those at her funeral.
I'm sorry. Is Dad stubborn?
Very stubborn.
I don't know if she just called him a son of a bitch or something, but she literally, I heard the word son of a bitch. He's a son of a bitch. Is Dad a son of a bitch? Sorry. Okay. Yeah, this gum thing. You guys are gonna connect so much stuff to gum. It's unbelievable, because I can see all this different kind of gum. Zebra, literally gum. Okay. Why is she showing me a calculator? Do you have like a little computer or a little calculator of hers, or was there one next to her bed or something?
She always had one by her computer.
She always had one by her computer when she was working on her bill. She always had one right there.
Okay, this is to let everyone in the room know. This is important for whoever just said that and whoever's listening. I lived my life. It's almost similar to like what I did it my way, like Frank Sinatra. I did what I wanted to do, and I lived my life, and I'm content. And I want you guys. And I know it's only been a few weeks, I think, from what you told me, but I want you all to be content, because I was content. And the calculator thing is like, that was one of my things. It's something I don't think too many people have that, because we know they're on our phones and everything, but she literally had one. It's a 2-part message to let everyone know I was very content with my life, and also that these things, this stuff, this money, this unsettling will be for, and probably till the end of the year at the earliest. And just, I want you, Timothy especially, and I got the full name, I don't know if she used to call you Timothy, to just let it play out. It'll all work out, especially in your favor. There's going to be a lot of good things coming, but just this is going to be a lesson for you in patience and having things be unsettled for a while. Don't think you did anything wrong. And I don't know what she means by that, but I think it's partly to do with her diagnosis and treatment and things like that, but also in life. So don't think you could have called more or text more, but also don't think that you did anything different. So don't be so hard on yourself when it comes to beating yourself up over all the memories and things that you experience with her, okay? Because it's a natural course. You understand that?
Yeah, yeah, because she got sick with COVID pneumonia, and we all kept saying, you know, we wish we would have got her into the doctor sooner. We wish we would have done this. My mom made sure she took care of my grandma and my stepdad behind me. They got sick with it too, and she took care of them before she took care of herself, and it just got worse on her.
Yeah, so don't think it could have been anyone could have done anything different. It was my time. And she says, keeps saying to me, I'm so happy and I want you guys to be happy. And I don't say that. I mean, you guys, I don't usually say that. I really don't. But she's content on saying that because what would you want for me to be happy as your mother, your matriarch, the rock of the family? I'm happy. So I want you guys to carry on and be happy because I'm happy. It's kind of the kind of feeling. And who's Cindy or it's a C name, Cynthia, Cindy. Because she keeps showing me cinnamon, but I feel like it's a name. Cynthia, Candy.
Who? Yeah, so she had a was it a cousin, Cindy, that got killed in a car wreck. But it's been a long time.
Okay, then just remember all the names that come through. They're very specific names to let you know that she's with them too. I also that when they do that, it's usually to let you know that there's just as many people here that I'm with that I left here there in the physical. So please know that she's in really good company. I'm gonna Robert, do you still have her veil or her wedding thing, the thing that comes over your face? That screen thing?
The bouquet.
No, the thing that you lift and kiss her.
She didn't wear one.
She didn't wear one.
Was there a conversation about that? I'm definitely seeing that. Was that like we don't want to have one? So did she not have one? Was your wedding wedding unorthodox? Was it either an elopement or something different?
No, it
Okay.
was in a church.
Okay, so is there a reason why she didn't wear this thing, whatever that's called?
I mean, she had been married previously. I don't know. Yeah, they waited like before they got married.
Called a veil. Is it called a veil? Girls? Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you, Brooke. Okay, so is there a reason is there someone named Val? Before we do that.
Oh, sister, she's sitting here. Val.
Stop! Please stop. Are you kidding me?
She's sitting here. She's like freaking crying her eyes out right.
Crazy. Oh, I'm sorry for your loss. But she showed me Val, so I'm thinking like and guys, listen, this is an example of how this works. I just see this freaking Val. I think it's something to do with her wedding. It's unorthodox, but your name is Val. That's how strong your mom is. I have no idea. I've never met you. I have no idea who you are. This is just her way to let you know that she loves you. Oh, sorry.
Myself up because I'm a nurse, and I felt like I should have been the one taking care of her. And I've blamed myself a lot for her being sick.
Yeah. Did you hear some of the message that she gave to Tim through me? Like that it was nothing's going to change. Don't beat yourself. A lot of that was probably for you. She is so strong in spirit. She was able to give me your name. That's not super common. That's how much she loves you. And are you a nurse, but a higher nurse, like an RN, like BS something? Or are you thinking of going to get like another level or doing something specialty, a special type of nursing? Have you thought about it?
I've thought about it, but I'm not yet. I'm just an LPN job, so and she was telling me to just stay with that job and don't quit, and just keep on just adamant about like following up on it before she went on the ventilator. She's like, did you get that job? Did you get that job?
I mean, this is maybe a really dumb question, but do you do phlebotomy? Like, or do you draw blood?
I have, but not typically. I'm an LPN. I just I worked at the nursing home and then I worked at the hospital. She is an MA. She draws blood.
Okay. Who is that?
My sister-in-law. Oh, I thought about going back for a nurse, but not too late.
Who just moved? Well, let me tell you this. When they show me a chessboard, that's my symbol for a job change or a house change. Did you just move, or did you just move jobs or move houses?
I'm moving jobs now. I start on the 11th. I was supposed to start on the 4th. And then we totally revamped our house.
Perfect. Listen, here's the message behind it. This is so strong, Val. Your name's Val. That's crazy. Don't think for one. Did she swear, by the way? Did Mom swear?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay. Because let me just put this. Don't think for one gosh darn second that I'm not witnessing every single thing that's happening in your life. Also, did you speak at the funeral? Do you sing? Because when they show me a microphone, it's one of three. It's one of three things. It's either someone talk about the speech at the funeral, something was on the news, or someone's a singer. There's a microphone, or is there someone named Mike?
Picked out as the song to play that she actually passed away to, and then my brother-in-law sang.
But she wants to thank you for whatever you did, because I feel like you had a big part of either planning or putting something together that worked out perfect. And I don't know if the song's an angel wing song, what song isn't, but there's something about the angel wings or the angel song, and it all like worked out. And she tells me it was beautiful, and she says, oh my gosh, can you see this? This is insane. So she makes me feel like, to all of us, and I've never heard, no one's ever told me this, so your mom's amazing, we get to witness our own like ceremony. And she said that I wouldn't have asked for anything more. And she's bringing up the gum again. So there's something about this gum. Maybe somebody will have to, don't worry about it. It'll come up. But it was beautiful. And I think you had a lot to do with it. Do you understand it? And I almost feel like you stepped up. Do you understand this? Kind of, no?
Yeah.
Okay, because she makes me feel like you stepped up and that you just felt like I can do this. And she was kind of like nudging you along. Did you just either pop a tire or get new tires?
Oh my gosh. She had a flat tire while Mom was in the hospital.
Okay.
Yeah. Main one going back and forth to take care of Mom a lot of the time. So I was going back and forth, and I went up to her house to check on Robert before I left, and my tire was like very low. Like I was afraid I was going to pop my tire.
This is her way to let you know that she will always protect you, and that she will always be with you, and that she'll never miss one thing that happens in your life. Do you have girls? Do you have daughters or a daughter?
I have one daughter.
I told him I get 3.
And then Tim has 3.
Okay.
And Tiffany, my too. So there are a lot of granddaughters.
Okay. Who's the one? Is that yours?
Yes.
Is he 10? Is there a 10-year-old?
He's 8.
Okay. She's not October. Her birthday's in October.
No,
That's
Layla. She'll be 13, and then there's 3 in October.
Where's the 3 birthdays? There's 3 in October?
Since Austin is going to be 18, Ethan will be 15 or 16, and Layla will be 13.
But
That's
it's
the
3 in October.
yes.
October.
Perfect. Thank you. Do you guys talk to Cindy's family?
Yeah, she was at her mother was at Mom's funeral.
Will you let her mother know that she's okay and she's with her?
Yeah, I'll have my grandma tell her. She still talks to her a lot.
Yeah. There's a 58 connection to that family, May 8th or 5/8, so just pass that on to them.
May 8th, grandma. May 8th, 58.
Yeah, you can pass that on to Cindy's family. Okay, and then this last thing, and so thank you, Val. That was, I mean, she's so powerful to give. How she showed me your name. I mean, I've never had anything like that. I mean, I have, but that's just, I always get amazed by spirit, and I'm sitting here thinking it's literally with Robert, and maybe it's their thing, but and then so this one goes to Timothy. Keep on keeping on is what she says. Even though I'm not physically there, I'm still there. And you got a lot of work to do. You got to be a dad, and you got to work, and you got to do there's so many things, and you're not doing it without her. The pink carnation. Okay, so the pink carnations come through again. So your grandmother wanted you. Oh, it's even there. You have it. So. Oh, is that her? Oh, she's beautiful. Look at that skin. How old was she?
He was 62.
Oh my goodness. Look at her skin. Oh, she's beautiful, man. I'm not just saying that. She's beautiful.
We was actually making a joke of it in the hospital. It's like, man, she's the only person to be in the hospital for 20 days and still have a tan.
I know she looked good. But I'm telling you, I just you putting that up there makes me smile because I can't picture her like that, although it's a beautiful picture. But she's just so happy where she is, and she makes me feel like she wants you to be happy because she's happy. And like that, she says that is the one thing that I think you like want to know, that she's happy.
Yeah. I wanted to know she was okay.
Do you have her sweater? She shows me a sweater, one little single sweater.
I don't
Her
have a
sweater.
sweater.
The green sweater hanging up the back.
There's a green sweater that's been hanging up in the bathroom, and I, for whatever reason, I took a picture of it the other day.
It's tough to look at. I feel like don't be sad when you see some of the things that, you know, I touched or I left behind. That's going to be one of the toughest parts. But just, I'm a thought away, and you don't need Daniel, she says, to connect to me. You know, I'm in your mind, I'm in your heart, and I'm always with you. And he tells me that your shoes are too tight, Tim. You got to get bigger shoes. Like, stop. You're either tying your strings too tight, or you need to get wider shoes or bigger sneakers.
Yeah, I've been having problems with my feet hurting.
Okay. Well, I think it's maybe get a little console thing in there and loosen. Oh, so it's a kind of a double message, right? So, you know, loosen up the strings, but also, you know, you do come across to me as a fairly, you know, not getting all tied up. But I will say that, you know, letting things just play out and not having to have everything lined up right now is okay. And it's a lesson for you in patience. And the gum keeps coming up again. So there's going to be so much shit about gum over the next couple of days. You guys are going to, I hope you message me and say, holy shit, Dan, you won't believe I stepped on a piece of gum, or I found one fell out of the green sweater. Or there's going to be so much stuff with gum. It's okay to leave some of her stuff around for a while. I do think there's some sort of snow globe or some sort of like watery thing. Leave it. Like, oh, you understand that? So like, leave it up. Like, that's me. I'm around. Like, you don't have to take that down. That's so cool.
My mom collected snow globes, and like my wife was sitting there talking about, mom always said when she passed that she wanted my daughter to have a certain one, and then we're like, well, I said, it's the one I bought her. And we're just like, just leave it for now. We don't even care. Like just leave everything be. Don't mess with it.
That's amazing. I'm so glad. Like and this might be for everyone. So and it might be a multiple layer message. When they show me earrings, there literally could be earrings, but who doesn't have earrings? But there's also like, I want you guys to get out of the house and go out to dinner. And I think maybe you just recently did it for the first time, but like, I want you guys to keep living your life. It started for me in the pandemic when they used to show me earrings. It's like, usually for women or guys, whoever, go get dressed up, go out to dinner. I want you to enjoy your life while you're there, because you're not going to be there forever. So just go enjoy it. And I think that's, besides knowing that I'm okay and having you guys be happy, go live your lives and go do what you got to do and have fun. And Robert, the beer, are you a beer drinker? Because she keeps raising you a beer.
Yeah.
You a beer guy?
Yeah, I got beer in the fridge. I haven't drank.
Yeah, have one for me, you know, and she's going to be with you when you're drinking with that. There's a lot more to that maybe you know about, maybe with the thing with you guys, I don't know, but go be you. And I also feel like there's a lot of people that she brought together. Like, in other words, you wouldn't have met Tim if you weren't together, or you wouldn't have met the fans. It's everyone. Just, I feel like she was kind of the center and the rock, and I leave you all to continue doing the great things and enjoy life while you're there. And please know that I'm okay.
Thank you.
And I'm so glad she came through. I was, you know, no offense against everyone else here, but I was kind of rooting for you. And I didn't even know like Robert and all that. I mean, who would have thought? And she came through pretty darn strong. And I know she only passed, a couple of weeks ago.
Oh. Yeah, we just put her in the ground.
Keeps on saying, keep on keeping on. So there might have been lyrics to his song or something, or maybe it just means keep on keeping on. But you guys go do you, and please know that I'm totally okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for letting me bring your mom through, and thank you for trusting me.